Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. You ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be. It's what sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's what sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's what sound like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
Bing bong bang. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Gridiron Gang. It is week 5. So excited to have you guys with us. Welcome to the channel right here on the Betting News Network. That is Just Sook. That is Shaggy Bets. That is Mr. Vsauce. My name is Sweatpan Jesus. So stoked to have you guys with us. Thanks so much for stopping by right here. Your favorite place on the internet. Don't even lie. You know that this is your favorite place on the internet. So don't even fuck around and tell us that it's anything else. We appreciate you guys for stopping by with us today right here on the channel. Brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. Get involved with BetOnline with a $1,000 deposit bonus with that cute little QR code at the top corner of the screen. Boys, it's football, baby. Let's get rocking and rolling. Thanks, Mr. Marcio. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Appreciate all you guys for being here in the chat. Thanks so much for stopping by today. It is my Jesus Day. It's my Jesus year. It is my date of birth today. And I'm so stoked to spend it with you guys and the GOATs and talk football. What else could you guys want? Sook wanted to play this. Okay, I don't know what this is, so go for it.
Talk about department budget overview.
That's a British lady.
There is a Drillagram for you.
Drillagram? What on earth's a drillagram?
Hey, mind that.
The fuck?
Alright, you lot don't know this, but it's your girl Charlene's birthday, and her boyfriend Phil got us to do this message. It's gonna be a bit of a sticky one still. You heard me, Charlene? Blow out your candle, standard, that cake get dipped. Stand up, take some pics, post on Instagram, Snapchat, crack that bottle of champagne and take some sip. In France, they say bon anniversaire, shout out all the man them that's here. Like Lynn from accounts, Tim from HR, and your line manager Claire. Oi, let's not forget your boyfriend Phil, he's a good boyfriend still. Could've gave you a box standard birthday card, but your boy went trill. And he's taking you out for a slap-up meal at a fancy bar and grill. And word on the road is he got you a hot air balloon flying over a hill.
Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl.
I am the birthday girl.
Alright,
About it.
man, come with me though.
Gluten-free thing still.
Holy shit.
Can you imagine us sitting in the BN office and then all of a sudden this Drilligam from Sook comes into SPJ?
I would love nothing more than that in my life. Although that was spectacular. And now I really feel like the birthday girl. I'm the birthday girl.
Oh, and we got a Betalytics sub bang.
Oh, of course.
Let's go, Betty.
BA.
Appreciate you, Betalytics, the Data Goats. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much, boys. Thank you. But we got football today, guys. I don't think, honestly, I love when my birthday falls on Sundays because all I get to do today is because my fiance was like, "What do you want to do on your birthday?" And I was like, "I want to watch football."
Yeah.
And that's the one day that she can't bitch at me about it because it's like it's my birthday. It's what I want to do on my birthday. So I'm going to watch football all day. I'm excited to talk with you guys about it. We've all got bets and plays out there as always. I've got lots of scribbles as well at Betting News. Go peep them. Per usual. Shags just got very lucky apparently on his first play of the day.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell the NFL stat makers. It's not it's not official yet, I guess. I don't know.
Iconics. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Aaron Jones, over 23.5 receiving yards is what we are sweating right now. The guy's banged up. I don't think he's returning to this game. Caught one pass, originally ruled, tracked for 23 yards. I saw it on every single network. Originally tracked, one reception, 23 yards. Something changed. He is now at one reception for 24 yards. My line is over 23.5. So thank the good Lord above. Let's hope that stays that way.
That is the type of green check mark we love to see. Hopefully they keep it and he just kicks the rest of the game off. You don't need to play anymore, Aaron. It's all good.
You're good. Vikings are going to win. You're fine.
They're clapping cheeks right now, isn't it 13-0 or
17-7 at half.
Wow.
My hair's dry, Rusty. It's just dark because I don't have the.
It's just silky. It's just silky
and beautiful. And he's got that cute little betting news polo on. Oh, baby. Yes, Iconics, you did get that. The channel, we had to make the channel to where it shows that we are talking about betting content. So just click yes and okay. It's just to make sure that we don't get like kids in here, you know? So yeah, you did. It's nothing. You didn't do anything wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. It's just how it goes. Boys, are you guys ready to rock and roll? Talk some football today. Big day today. Lots of nice matchups. We're getting into the point of the season where now we've got a month sample size. A lot of these teams are kind of falling into place as we thought or maybe didn't think. A lot of players are now kind of fitting in. So many injuries out there too, man. So many rosters dealing with lots of shit. But oh man. Oh, also real quick before we dive into Starter Dud and then get into today's games. I wasn't on the channel yesterday because I had to work in a Oktoberfest event, but I need to maybe miss more often because the Violent Four smackaroonied. We had a bang yesterday on the Violence Report. So congrats to the boys. Thanks for letting me tail and giving me free money. We love when that happens. So good stuff to the Violent Four. Trizzy cleaned up yesterday in UFC 307. Fam, special guest. Thanks for stopping by and dropping some knowledge on the kids as well. It was great time. So appreciate all you guys for stopping by yesterday for the Violent Four, and you paid to tune in yesterday, quite literally. So you're welcome. All right, let's get to today, boys. If this is your friendly reminder on Sunday to set your fantasy lineup. Unfortunately, if you had a Vikings player or a Jets player, they're already playing, so you ain't moving them. But we got a lot of other players out there today, so we're gonna play stud or dud. Go set your lineups, and we're going to talk about a couple players that maybe you're going to have a big day or maybe not. Start with the quarterbacks. And let's just go straight into the rookie sensation, Jaden Daniels. The number 2 ranked quarterback this week, as you guys know, last week he went absolutely bananas, carving up the Cardinals for 26 for 30 for 233 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Also had 8 rushes for 47 yards and another touchdown. He has 4 touchdowns so far to start the season on the ground. Boys, what do you think about Jaden Daniels, the number 2 ranked quarterback? Are you thinking he's going to be a stud, or is he going to maybe come back down to earth today? What do you guys think?
Number 2 seems high against, a Browns defense that is supposed to be pretty good. They haven't necessarily been this season, but I still think they've got the pieces. But it's Jaden Daniels, man. He is tearing up the league. The Commanders are just the hottest team in football right now. And I'm actually on Washington, -3 today. We'll get into that in a little bit, but yeah, I think this guy's going to be a stud. He's proven that his transition into the NFL isn't taking much time at all. And so I think he's going to continue to roll at home today. So I love Jaden Daniels. Number 2 might be a little bit of a stretch, but the guy's going to be a stud. He's going to tear apart the Browns.
Yeah,
it's funny because
sorry, SPJ, what Shags is saying here. Just because Jaden Daniels has been fantastic through the first few weeks. And if we're looking at this Browns team, yes, they are supposed to be good defensively, but they haven't been. And I've talked about it for like 4 weeks now. I don't believe in this Browns team. Your defense can be as good as they want, but if your offense can't stay on the field, it doesn't really matter, right? Everybody only has so much physical capability. And because of that, this Browns team is getting dogged out there. If they didn't play the Jacksonville Jaguars this season,
That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you.
I'm sorry.
shit, roll.
He earned it.
Rogue Bala.
Sorry.
Oh, Rogue.
Oh, dude, that's fantastic. 5 minutes
Appreciate
up,
you,
bang.
Rogue.
That's fucking sick. Thank you, Rogue.
Yes.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Rogue. And Sook doesn't need an excuse to interrupt me anyway, but
He was more than happy to do that, for sure.
he was like, oh, yes, let me press the button. Sounds good. Appreciate you, Rogue. Thanks for the love, man.
man.
Take it easy. Thanks, brother.
But yeah, like I said, this Browns team, if they didn't play the Jaguars, they wouldn't have a win this year. They lost to the Raiders. They lost to the Cowboys, who have also looked fucking terrible. And they just lost to the Giants 2 weeks ago. So I really don't believe in them. I think Jaden Daniels is gonna have his way with them. So I'm gonna go with stud, but I agree with Shaggy. Number 2 is a little high.
Right.
Definitely. I agree with all.
Yes, Isaiah. We have heard the new one. We're trying to let this horse slowly die and not use it anymore, but you guys keep dropping the subs and the booms, man, and we can't. They just will not go away. They're like,
Hey, chat, we're here for you. All right. If you guys like it, we're gonna keep doing it. All right. We're gonna keep doing it.
Remember the beginning where Shaggy would just leave? Now he stays?
Yeah. Now he's like a man of the people.
Dude,
This
this
is how it
song's
goes.
a roller coaster, man. Like,
It
I
is.
just, as soon as the first note hits, it's either, top of the mountain or bottom of the valley.
If the new song makes its way into our here, I'm gonna have issues. I'm calling HR. All right, if the new song makes its way on there.
Feed Shaggy. If you guys keep dropping subs, we'll play whatever you want, respectfully.
Sit here and play the boom for 20 minutes.
Should we make Piano Man our new sub bank song?
If we're not doing fucking start spreading the news, because I can't watch Colby dance to that again. That is driving me up the wall.
Hey, fuck the Yankees, dude. The MLB screwed. They absolutely screwed the small town boys of the Kansas City Royals last night in Big Apple. Did I watch the game? Absolutely not. But I saw that tag at second base. I don't know how the hell you call that man safe and let the Yankees get away with robbery right there. What the hell?
Colby's going to randomly show up now and defend his team that spent $1 billion. Yankees pissed.
That sucks. That right there sucks.
That was the Celtics paying for the Patriots' sins for the longest time when Tom Brady was winning 6 chips.
In Tennessee, it's like the Titans got a win and scored 30 points, and UT lost yesterday. So it's like, one thing has to pay for another thing. So,
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
hang on.
All right.
Hang on. There we go. All right. Defend yourself.
What?
Defend what? Start spreading the news. Shaggy's leaving today. He didn't watch a single out.
He was out.
Guy didn't watch a single out, and he's gonna sit here on stream and complain.
Yes, yes, I can.
Real fan, Buckaroo, real fan.
Wedding.
You know. At least you got. The bad thing is you didn't witness history last night. That was the most lead changes in MLB postseason history, I believe.
Wow.
We're getting your version of walking bets, and I'm
Oh
here
yeah,
for it.
hold on. So yeah, today we're taking the Bills on the money line. It's Walker. It's Walker Bueller walks. Hold on. I'm across the street here.
Oh man!
And then we're going to be taking the Bengals +3. Doesn't matter. Their defense sucks, but it's a good bounce back spot, or it's a letdown spot for the Ravens.
Oh my
Holy
god.
Lord! This is now a normal Sunday segment, boys and girls. We don't need walking bets. We got mustache bets. Who needs it?
Hello, Governor. We're from London.
We're gonna call this junk bets. Junk bets, right?
Junk bets. Junk bets. Oh man!
Hey! As long as they hit, it's pretty big package.
Oh my god!
Absolutely. All right now.
It would probably, what is it? It's sell low, deliver high.
Sure.
All right.
100%.
Something like that.
My dad's here too. I love it.
Whoa! First of all, your dad gave me a shot like that on Twitter once, and I couldn't leave the house for a couple days. Mr. Collins, that Speedo looked fantastic.
Yeah. Well, welcome to
But
my
somebody's
father.
birthday's today, so I'm just gonna skip all the way to the end of the song and say you.
Thank you,
And
buddy.
that's the song. Blow out the candle, big dog.
We're gonna hit all our bets today. I feel it.
Super quick story. I saw a TikTok the other day. It was like, what's a weird tradition your family does? And they're like, we skip to the last word of happy birthday so none of the like shy singers can get their time. So they just say you and you blow out the candle.
Oh my god.
I honestly want to do that.
Well, you just did. So
yeah. I know.
Nailed it.
I stole content. What am I gonna say?
Yeah. Well, you're doing it right now. You just came in the show, and literally this entire segment has been you stealing other people's content. So congrats on that.
Yeah, you do something that we have to do as human beings, and then discuss something. It's not really content. Sorry.
Fair enough. All right, brother. Well, appreciate you. You guys got some stank in there as well. Go repeat Colby Scribbles for the baseball out there today too. And have a beautiful day in Chicago. It looks nice. Enjoy some football.
Of course, Monty's having his baby shower today, so we got to get the diapers to him.
Oh, congrats.
Let's go. Yeah, baby Monty. Love to see
I know. All right, boys,
see
sweep the cards today. Sweep the cards. It's a lethal day.
See you later, bud. Absolutely. Adios, amigo. Wow, we've got more special guests joining us today. We got another one. Another one. And we'll get back real quick before we bring Chef up. Just answer this question. Sermon or Ford? I thought he was asking something about a Jesus joke with the sermon thing, but then I realized he was asking a legitimate question. Would you recommend playing Sermon or Ford? And I'm assuming that's Jerome Ford. Who's Sermon? I don't know what the Sermon.
Trey Sermon for the
Trey
Indianapolis Colts. Yeah.
Oh,
he's back up for Jonathan Taylor now.
Yeah.
Is Chubb in?
No, I don't think Chubb's suited up today.
No Chubb.
I would probably go Sermon based on the matchup, but I mean, yeah, that's kind of a tough one. What do you guys think?
I'm pretty sure though that the Colts head coach said that it is going to be a running back by committee in terms of behind Jonathan Taylor. It's not going to just be Trey Sermon. I don't know. The Commanders' defense has been pretty, I think, pretty good this year, and it's been kind of tough. But Ford is really good. The only thing is. Yeah. I was bitching about this last week. Kevin Stefanski wants to throw the ball 50 times a game with the QB that can barely throw the ball 20 times a game, right? I'm sick of it, so I would still take Ford, though.
Same.
Yeah, I would think Ford.
Yeah, I think just purely out of the fact he's played already. Sermon could be one of those things where, you get lucky, and because he comes in and nobody knows about it, and he just, goes off, but he also could just be on the bench a bunch, so... Hopefully that helped you, man. Thanks for tuning in on Twitter. We didn't really give you a ginormously beautiful answer, but we helped some, I guess.
Ooh, a little Brighton action.
All right, you gotta take it into account though. My dad's a humongous, I am too, Arsenal fan, so it's mostly fuck Spurs regardless.
Brighton at home.
No, they're doing the stuff. They're doing the stuff.
I wouldn't hate it.
Sorry. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Aston Villa couldn't get it done for me today. That's some horseshit. Hosting
Man United are so annoying. All right, let's get back to talking fantasy. We're going to bring Chef up though, but I have to press some buttons first. So let me do that while let me pull up this image so you guys can talk about it, and I'll press some buttons and get Chef up here. Let's do running back. This is an interesting one. Devon Achane, the number 7th ranked running back today in fantasy football via ESPN. Last week, terrible performance on Monday Night Football. That entire Dolphins team sucked ass, though, against the Titans on Monday night. 10 rushes for only 15 yards, 3 receptions for 14 yards. Even though the Titans are the brunt of most jokes, the Titans do have statistically the number 1 defense in the NFL, so no surprise he struggled a little bit against the Titans on Monday night. Boys, what do you guys think against the Patriots today? Again, sus offense. You guys like Achane? You think he's going to be a dud?
I don't have any initial thoughts. What's the situation on Mostert? Is he back this week? He is finally back. So I don't know. I don't really trust any part of the Dolphins offense at this point with Tyler Huntley at the helm. So that's kind of my bottom line is I'm not looking at any of the other skill players without Tua as quarterback. So probably lean dud. I mean in New England, like that's not necessarily an easy defense to go up against. So
yeah,
probably dud for me.
Same.
Kind of agree with Shags that this New England team is a team that I might be on, as ugly as that sounds. We talked about this on Friday. I just think that this Dolphins offense is straight up dog shit without Tua at the helm of it. What's happening here is we see it right now. Hey, Chef. Hi, Chef. Sorry.
Hi,
You're very handsome.
Welcome to the show, buddy.
But I just think running backs are very dependent on red zone touches and chances to get in the end zone, right? Because it's not a PPR thing where we're looking at how many catches this guy's going to get and things like that. But if you're not getting up there, New England's going to stack the box. They've got the cornerbacks to play man coverage on the outside, and you got a guy like Christian Gonzalez that's going to definitely be like shadowing Tyreek all over the field. I just don't see it this week for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Probably.
to be honest, I was surprised he was the number 7th ranked running back. I was very shocked that he was even up there because the Pats do play pretty good defense. And yeah, Gerald, this game is nasty. We'll talk about it when we get to it a little bit. We talked about it some on Friday as well. But Chef, you got any thoughts on Achane?
Well, first and foremost, happiest of birthdays to our fearless leader.
Thanks,
none
buddy.
of us would
Appreciate you.
None of us would be here today without you. That's 1,000% the truth. So we appreciate. I mean, I know that we've been glazing you all morning, but you mean the world to everybody, and you've done amazing things, and can't wait to see where we go. But
Appreciate you, brother.
Fantastic.
Still the same,
So
same exact way.
How old are you? How old are you?
33, big dog. Jesus year.
That's the big one.
Going in the.
That's the big one.
Oh yeah. I'll be avoiding all caves. I'll be avoiding all crosses for the next next year.
About 9 months to live, brother.
I know. I'm gonna take advantage of it. So appreciate you, Sheffrey.
Holy shit.
Yeah, guys, take it in now. You only got 9 months more of me, so you know you might as well enjoy it while I'm here.
I was raised
it's just gonna be
Catholic.
fun.
I can make those jokes.
Right.
Yeah. I hope your dad and your mom are watching and that didn't offend them with that, but we'll see. Thank you, Sheffrey. Much love, brother. You know. Glad you could join us for a little bit on the show today too. Let's swing to. Do you have any thoughts on Achane?
Somebody said this game is gonna blow. I think it's gonna blow way more shit to talk about and be excited about. So.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about wide receiver. Keeping in your pants, Vsauce. Number 7 ranked wide receiver, Jaden Reed. Last week went off for the Packers. 7 catches, 139 yards, and a touchdown. Top 10 on the fantasy rankings this week. V, I'll let you go ahead and get the glaze moving. Think he's going to be a stud again this week against the Rams?
Absolute fucking stud. Jordan Love is a fucking stud, and he loves Jaden Reed. He is his most dependable wide receiver. Romeo Dobbs sees the most snaps. Dontavius Wicks saw the most targets. But you know what? This guy has the hands. He doesn't drop balls. He's got great hands, and he has the trust of Jordan Love. I think he's going to have a great game today. I'm going to see him live at SoFi today, so I'm very, very excited about that. And stud, man. Pack season all day, baby. All day.
Love it. Love it.
It sounds like something a Packers fan would say. So anybody that's not a Packers fan that can give us their thoughts, I'm just kidding.
I mean, the Rams defense is absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
you're in California. I can feel the glazing from there.
Hey, I'm just saying, guys, look at the Rams pass defense. Look how bad they've been. Kyler Murray lit him up for 41 points. Kyler Murray, who's looked like shit every other week. Now, hopefully, I don't have to eat my words while I sit there at SoFi, but I'm saying that pack season all day, baby. All day.
Shags, what were you saying? Did you have any other?
I just don't trust the Rams secondary at all. So I've seen a lot of Dontavius Wicks love today. A lot, all week long. And maybe that's just with Romeo Dobbs sitting. But I think Dobbs bench too. With Dobbs sitting. So I've seen a lot of Wicks love. I don't know if you guys caught Mr. Trizzy's Tutters yesterday on the show. He actually had a pass catcher in this game.
Ooh,
Mr. Tucker Kraft.
Wow.
Which I love.
You find that disgustingness in the corner. How the fuck?
I love because he's on my fantasy team.
Man,
but again, with the Dobbs sitting, there's going to be targets to go around. So pair of surefire hands for Jordan Love. But I don't trust the Rams defense at all. So I think I like all Packers offense in this game.
Saw a lot of people really liking Josh Jacobs purely because of the matchup. I think he could have a good day on the ground too. But I mean, we saw what Reed did last week, as V said. Seven catches on 8 targets, so he caught pretty much everything thrown his way. Gotten the support of Jordan Love too, and Jordan Love seems like he's back. It's a little rusty to start the game last week, but looks like he came, finished strong against the Vikings. Almost led a big comeback. But all right, there's some fantasy advice for you guys. We already kind of talked about some of the games, but let's dive in. I've got about an hour and a half until the slate starts. We're going to go game by game with you guys, as we always do on the show. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. Drop a dub in the chat if you're having some fun with us. We're going to go game by game, give you guys our thoughts on some sides, some spreads, and some props. Drop what you guys like as we get to the game. If you have any questions, get involved, and let's get to it, baby. Let's talk.
I'm going to dip. I just want to say hi to you, beautiful fellas, but I do think it's the Packers that I just wanted to interject with that. Yes. I think they just strummed the Rams. Yes. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Happy birthday. Crush it. And I will chat with you all soon.
Love you,
Much
Chef.
love, brother. Love you,
boys.
Chef. Thanks for being here.
Hey, brother.
Adios.
Yeah. Adios, amigo. Take it easy. All right, now. Wow, 2 special guest appearances, chat. What did you do to deserve such love? Just because we love you.
You were born.
All right. Yeah. I honestly, you guys should just be thanking my mom versus me. I didn't do anything.
Mary,
sweatpants, Mary.
Sweatpants, Mary.
Sweatpants, Mary. Where art thou?
Where's Sweatpants God? Where is he at?
Thank you, SPM.
He was in the chat.
SPG.
Yeah. All righty.
My God.
No, see, that's not true either.
Oh, here we go.
Let's move on to football, boys.
I would love for your dad and your mom one day, Shax, to come on the show and explain this for everybody in the chat. If you guys don't know, that'd be a fun show.
I'll give a biblical lesson if you guys want it.
What is it? The Immaculate Conception? Let's talk about the
Immaculate
Reception.
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 All right, let's go. Get into this Panthers. Yeah, go for it, Shags.
Well, I was just clicking on this game because it was the first game on the list. I have negative thoughts in this game. I don't know why anyone would bet this game. Anyone else?
I have a play in this game.
Is it?
It's just DJ Moore receptions. It's 4.5 minus 125. I don't think he could have like a big game. I don't know, but I think he gets his lick back this week. Last week we saw him with only 3 receptions on 6 targets, but the weeks before that he was getting a much larger target share, and I think he can have a game like he did in week 1 against Tennessee, where he had 8 targets and 5 receptions, only 36 yards. He could have a good game, but I think he gets his lick back and gets a large target share. We see it a lot in the NFL where a wide receiver 1 doesn't have a good game, and then they go to him early and often the following week.
I like that a lot. So I was gonna say, sorry, just because of last week we could kind of see it on the sidelines, him and Caleb Williams going over because they weren't on the same page. They're missing on throws. It seemed like the communication just wasn't there and the timing wasn't there. So I think that this week at practice, especially with all the stuff we saw about DJ Moore last week, sitting on his own on the bench, going into the locker room by himself, like I think a whole bunch of nothing was being created out of literally. Like a whole bunch of something was being created out of nothing. And I think that DJ Moore is going to respond today, and him and Caleb Williams will be like right there on the same page. I love that play.
Thanks.
Thanks. I actually did not look at this game at all because I kind of agree with Shags, but I do like the DJ Moore look. I think a lot of people like the Bears when this line drops. I don't know, man. This team is so inconsistent. They're so hard to back. The Panthers obviously came back down to earth a little bit, but they gave the Bengals a run for their money, even though they didn't get the job done last week with Andy Dalton. I mean, they scored a lot of points. Chuba Hubbard went crazy on the ground. I don't know. 2 teams that are probably not going to be not very good by the end of the season going head to head. I think I would take the Panthers +4 if I had to. If you gave me a unit and said, throw it on this game somehow. I wouldn't take Chuba again. Although I'd like Chuba, but the Bears do have a very good defense, especially on the ground. They can stop the run, but Hubbard's been great. So I don't know.
It's so public now.
Hubbard, Chuba. Yeah. This isn't as good as a matchup as it was last week. So
no,
one of those situations.
And he's not an elite back. Like you can't trust him week to week just like put up big numbers. You can't.
He's not a bell cow. No. Word. All right. Shall we move?
Moving on. Let's go to Baltimore and Cincinnati, little AFC North rivalry game. What are we thinking here, boys?
I have one of my favorite plays in this game. I booked this on Wednesday, I think. And I don't really have a lean on a side, really. I think it's just going to be one of those typical AFC North, grinded out games. Both of these teams, Ravens kind of a little bit more on the upturn right now. I think the Bengals desperately need a win, even though they won last week. They need to climb themselves out of the bottom of this division, especially with how the Commanders have been playing. Or no, not the Commanders, excuse me. The Steelers have been playing, which is wild. But I'm just going to take the King. Over 83.5 rushing yards. I got this line earlier this week. The Bengals, as we talked about just with Hubbard, the Bengals are not very good at stopping the run, bottom 7 in most statistical categories of yards allowed to the running back position, but also yards allowed on the ground. They don't have very good gap discipline as a defensive unit, and they get gashed on the ground so far this season. And Derrick Henry looks like he's finally settled in with this Ravens offense. 20-plus carries, 2 straight weeks. We saw what he did last week on Sunday Night Football against the Bills, almost 200 yards on the ground. He had 100 yards the week before that. I'm just not overthinking this. Maybe he comes back down to earth a tiny bit in comparison to what we saw kind of from the start of the season with Henry, but I think the Ravens are just going to keep feeding him. I mean, he's one of those backs that I've watched him for a long time. He's one of those backs that he needs 20 to 25 carries to be successful. Maybe he pops a big one, and like he did in the first play of the game last week against the Bills, and gets a large chunk of this on one play. But he needs a lot of carries to kind of get moving and get going and gash the defense. And I think that the Ravens are going to lean on him, especially on the road today. So I love his over 83.5. You can ladder it up to 100. His touchdown's very juiced, but it's fine in a lay. I think he should find the end zone. So yeah, I love Derrick Henry. Yeah, I know Rusty's crazy, but I mean, it makes sense, man. I don't know. The matchup's too good. I've only bet it like twice so far to start the season. So yeah, there you go.
No, I love this look. When you look at what the Bengals are giving up to lead backs, kind of what you said, it's just, this is kind of a no-brainer for a guy of this caliber. You just got to hope that John Harbaugh gives him the ball enough, which I don't know why you wouldn't with this guy as your running back. So I like this.
It's like they were getting too cute to start the season. And
honestly, no, you have Derrick Henry.
You brought in the best, I would say at this point, health-wise, the best running back in football to your team on a team that is designed to block to run. So like do that.
Your whole offense has been designed around the run, and now you bring in arguably the best running back for that scheme. And why don't you use him? It makes no sense. Let him run people over.
Yeah.
Or around him, or stiff arm him. He does it all.
Or through, around, over, pass.
77 yards untouched to the house.
Yeah, I could have run a touchdown on that blocking play. I mean, you didn't get touched.
I think call me crazy, and I don't know if anybody else is gonna ride this with me, but I'm rolling with the Bengals on the money line. Plus 115. Like I said, this on Friday, this was a game that is a must-win for the Bengals. The Ravens are 2-2, and yeah, they haven't looked that great this season. But the thing is the Ravens always win as dogs. As soon as you count out Lamar Jackson and this Ravens team, that's when they have a game like they did against the Bills, where they just beat the shit out of a really, really good team. This week, they're coming into a divisional matchup in Cincinnati, and I still think that they have less talent, as weird as that sounds with how the Bengals have been on this team. Just because of outside of Lamar and Derrick Henry, we've seen what Mark Andrews has looked like through the first few weeks. And Isaiah Likely had a big week 1, but since then has been kind of like unused, and you don't know which one to start. And then on the other side, Zay Flowers has been like not really dependable. He's a big play kind of guy, and he hasn't been really getting those throws down the field. And even if he is, Lamar's not hitting him in stride, finding him in the end zone. He's having to come back for the ball. I just think that this Bengals team is not as bad as everybody thinks, and I think that this is when they start to get it together. It's a home game. We're getting them at plus 115. And the other thing here is there's 73% of the money on the Ravens minus 2.5. But for some reason, this line has moved to -1 for the Ravens, right? Like, I'm not a big believer in that kind of shit all the time. But like I said, in the NFL, being sharp matters because this is the most bet league in the world. Oh, sorry, in North America. I would say everybody loves betting it, and it's getting bigger and bigger around the world too. I really think that this is going to be one of those spots where we're all sitting here like, what the fuck are the Ravens doing? Why do they look this bad after they just beat the shit out of the Bills? So I am rolling with the Bengals on the money line. I got one prop in this one. Jamar Chase, over 73.5 receiving yards. He's played the Ravens 6 times in his career. The last 2 games were kind of duds, but he averages 10 targets per game. He's averaging 84.2 yards per game and 6.2 catches. He's scored 3 touchdowns against these guys, and I think that if they're going to win, he's going to need to put up some big numbers like he did last week against Carolina, and he did the week before that, even in a loss. So give me Jamar Chase over 73.5 and give me the Bengals on the money line.
Nice. I have a problem
Also,
in this game too.
Real quick, Shook, before you say that, the Ravens also are not great at defending the pass. They're they were the worst a couple weeks ago. I think they probably kind of middled it a little bit, but they're still bottom tier in pass defense. So definitely not a lot of opportunities for Chase. And then what Sook is about to say too.
Yes, I'm going back to my boy. He's my new Pat Fryermuth because they put his line over 30, so I can't go to him again. So I'm going back to my boy Yosivash, only 25.5. Minus 110. Last week, I sweat it out. It was 28.5. Homeboy caught 1 ball for 29 yards. I was a happy camper. He has a lot more targets usually week to week, and last week it was more of an outlier. Like SPJ just said, the Ravens aren't that great against the pass, and the Bengals are at home, and I think they're going to spread that ball around. They're going to try to gain confidence and get that offense back to how it was a couple of years ago. So I love what V is saying about the Bengals, and I like Andre to just catch a ball or 2 for 30 yards, and it'll be great. The new Pat Fryermuth, boys.
His touchdown's a nice look too. We talked about it last week. He didn't score a touchdown, but he does like to get targeted in the red zone by Joe Burrow. And he didn't score last week, so maybe he's due to get one in this week. So. Right.
I 100% agree with what you guys are saying on the Bengals. They're not as bad as their 1-3 record suggests. I don't think the Ravens are as Ravens sitting at 2-2. They could probably be better as well. But in this specific scenario, I think you've got to lean with the divisional dog at home. This is, like V said, this is the NFL. This is the toughest league to bet on in all of sports. These lines are pinpoint for a reason. So I gotta lean with the home team in this divisional game. I can't remember the stats on it. I've got to look it up. But in the past so many years, like home divisional underdogs in the NFL are hitting, ridiculous percentage. I'll see if I can find that exact number. But catching points at home and in a divisional game in this league is usually a sign.
I mean, you also in this situation, it's plus 115 on the money line, obviously, but getting +1 for plus 108, like I would just take that. I know you usually say like, 1 point, who gives a shit? But like for getting plus money on that, give me the point. Like you never know. Maybe it is a 1 point game. And
I'll
you
just
push.
say BetOnline is the only +1 right now.
Has it swung back the other direction on most books?
It's like 2.5 everywhere else.
Wow. Towards the Ravens?
No, well, yes, Ravens laying.
Yeah.
The money line is not that changed. Like the best money line you can find is just plus 120, so 5 cents more for the Bengals. But you could snag a 2.5 for minus 105 out there if you do some looking. But I like it. I would just go with, I don't know, Bengals.
Take the money line.
Yeah. I like what you're saying about this +1 of this book specifically, though. I would probably take the cushion with the plus money here, but I don't know. I don't know anything.
All right, chat. You heard it here first. Whole panels on the Bengals. What could go wrong?
Lock in your Baltimore tickets.
Yeah, honestly.
We really do hate Lamar on this show. What is up with that?
Hey, right here on BetOnline, right? Locking your Ravens tickets.
Right now. We're going to take a small pause talking the NFL because, chat, there is 2 major WNBA basketball games today. The semifinals, game 3s out there today. So Enzi is going to talk with us a little bit about a couple looks on the Lady Baller hardwood. So let's bring in Master Z. What up, Enzi? How you doing, man?
What's up, boys? Boss man, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. I'm glad to talk some Lady Hoopers with you, man.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. My computer's not working. The fuck?
Love when that happens.
The fuck? How we doing? What's up, chat? How we living? Yeah, man. I need touchdown scores from you boys in a little while, so we'll get the basketball out of the way.
You came to the right spot. We're gonna do we'll do a touchdown lay at the end of the show. We'll all pick a touchdown score and run it out for my birthday. WNZBA is here. Let's go.
Gee.
What's the moves in these 2 games today? I know you wrote about the Liberty game on Betting News. Go pick the scribbles. But what's the moves on this Liberty game?
All right, so I won't give my pick from the game. My thought is I think the Liberty do get it done. The Aces were fucking monsters at home, ridiculous, but I think that they're going to make the adjustments and they just need to slow down Asia. If they can slow her down again like they did in the first 2 games, I think they could take it. One play I do like is the over 166. They put up like 170-something points last game. It was the only game to go over. But if the Liberty shoot better this game, like they should, and I think the Aces will stay right in there with them, I think we see like 175, 180 total out of this game. So I think the over at minus 110 is a good play. And I'm going back to Sabrina. Oh, thank you, Rusty. She was nowhere to be found last game. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. I'm going for her points and her threes. Right now it's at over 2.5. It's minus like 170. The 4+ is plus minus 152. I think that's the way to go in my opinion, depending on what you're building or how you want to do it. But I like Liberty at the bounce back spot. Hungry, want to knock them out. I mean, for them to be able to take them out at home after the way that they didn't win it last year against them in the finals, and they won it on New York's court last year. So be a nice little revenge spot too.
Love a good revenge spot narrative for the Liberty. You got any thoughts on the other game, Sun and Lynx? This has been a little bit of tougher. We talked about this on Friday. This series has been a little tougher to cap. 2 really good defensive teams. The Lynx really showed up last game. We kind of were all. I was thinking with you, kind of that the Sun were going to get the job done, but the Lynx showed up. Fisha Collier looked great again. What do you think about this one today, man? A little bit tougher.
I lean Connecticut actually to make it 5, take it to 5 games, and then I think the Lynx take it at home in the 5th game. Like you said, 2 tough teams, defensive teams. These guys have been going at it together. But I think the Sun, they looked hungry last game, even though they fell short. I think they get the job done. It's a short line, so I mean, honestly, if you're feeling one way or the other, just take the money line. Don't even worry about the 1.5. It's not even worth it. But I like Connecticut at home. They did play good. They just couldn't fucking make all their shots. Alyssa Thomas, if she didn't miss so many like Angel Reese, they probably would have been right there. I mean, she shot. I don't know what she actually shot, but she missed easy 5-6 baskets without a problem. So yeah, I'm leaning Connecticut there.
I told you, dude. Watching her play offense is painful sometimes. Watching her shoot the ball is like Shaq. Her jump shot is gross. Good basketball player, really, really great. But her jumpers, ugh.
A lot of missed shots in the WNBA. A lot of missed free throws as well. It's like the college kids, but what can you do?
A lot of stocks though too.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that-
what?
No.
Derrick Henry's out?
No
Wait,
way.
Wait, it's a 1:00 game though. Not Sunday.
Sunday night football's the Cowboys and Steelers.
Then is he talking about a different Henry, or is he just trolling? I don't know.
Gotta be.
Someone
trolling.
please chat. Please confirm.
I haven't seen any notifications.
I've not seen
I'm
anything.
about to say I need to go change like a lot of shit on my fantasy team if that's the case. So
David Njoku is back, boys.
oh, nice. Okay.
My fantasy team needed that.
Inzy, you got any other thoughts on the WNBA, brother? Are you going to stick around and talk some football? Or are you going to get in and get out?
I'll hang around for a bit. I want to hear what you guys have, but that's where I'm sitting right there. I'll be honest, I didn't look at the props for the links, but Bridget Carleton rebounds 4+ has been pretty good, pretty steady. It's hard to bet Nafisha Collier right now because she's kind of been playing a little bit of everything. So, game 2, she only had 9 points, but she had 12 boards and like 7 assists. So, but if they want to end this thing, she needs to drop a 30 bomb like she did in the first two games of the playoffs. So, never know. That's what I got for you, though.
Good stuff. Go peep the scribbles, like I said, for NZ, both those games today. Don't forget the WNBA is still out there, guys. Everybody's focused on football. Money to be made with the Lady Ballers. So get involved over there. All right. If you guys just joined the channel, too, thanks for stopping by. We're talking NFL Week 5. Drop your favorite plays in the chat. Ask questions. We'll try to answer as many as we can as we continue to go through these games. We've got about an hour and 6 minutes until kickoff. Let's dive back in to the slate. Jags, what do we got next?
Bills and Texans down in Houston. Houston, a 1-point favorite right now. Total sitting at 47.5. I don't know. My gut wants to jump on the Texans, but I'm not taking it.
Man, my gut wants to jump on the Bills.
Yeah.
For the exact same reason I was just talking about the Bengals. Like, you can't just get beat down like you did. And like we said, the Texans haven't looked as good as everybody thought they were going to look. The -120 to win the division is now looking disgusting, even though that division also looks disgusting. But the -120 value, it's just not sitting well with me. And I think that this Bills team coming into this game as a +1 dog on the road really makes me think that they're going to pull off a win here tonight in Houston. They almost lost to the Jaguars. They almost gave the Jaguars their first win of the season last week if it wasn't for some CJ Stroud heroics at the end of the game, right? I really think that this is one of those spots where Josh Allen kind of comes out and lays dick on tape and says, look, hey, I know I got worked about Lamar Jackson last week, right? The running back taking snaps, but watch me work.
Right.
What do you think about Diggs?
Revenge narrative?
I fully forgot that guy was even a revenge narrative. He pisses me off. But honestly, as much as you would think about revenge narrative for that guy, think about it for Josh Allen and how free he's been playing this season without the onus of Diggs having to be there. You know what I mean? Or Diggs demanding targets.
Well, and that's what everyone was talking about all season is who's Josh Allen going to throw to? He lost Stephon Diggs. He lost Gabe Davis. And Josh Allen's, playing like an MVP aside from last week against the Ravens. So, I don't know. Derek, you're speaking my language if you're talking about Josh Allen to throw a pick. I've bet it the last 2 weeks, and it hasn't hit, and I really want to pull the trigger today. I'm probably not going to. I'm going to look at the number just to torture myself. Knowing what this is, where are we at? -112 for Mr. Josh Allen to throw a pick. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to bet this, but I will tell you right now that Josh Allen is going to throw his first pick of the season today. The guy's a turnover machine on the road. I'm not buying into like the revenge narrative for the Texans. but I don't know. I don't know. I want no part of this game. I know Colby's on the Bills, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Texans just haven't shown their ceiling yet, and that's maybe what's still giving me faith in this team is that they haven't played to their ceiling. But then again, it's like, okay, are they ever going to get there? They haven't covered a spread yet. I expect more out of this Houston Texans team, but I'm expecting it every single week, and I keep getting disappointed. So
I was looking at taking
Rusty, I'm not entertaining that comment. Not entertaining that comment. Also, Josh Allen, not a rival QB. Hasn't beat Mahomes when it matters. So same with Burrow. Not a rival QB in my eyes.
Yeah. I was looking at taking our buddy Nico Collins again. They did lift up his line to 83.5, which I said it last week that if his line's over anything under 80, it's worth taking because he had 150 yards last week or something. I kind of like Nico again. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I lean with the Bills too, hearing what you guys talking about this game. But I think this is a big prove it spot for the Texans.
Yes.
What have we talked about? The only team that has not
3 weeks.
Yeah.
They are yet to cover a spread all season long so far. I think they're one of the faker 3-1 teams right now. You know what I mean? They are really good, and they had a lot of pieces that are going to kind of fall into place. But I think this is a big show me spot for the Texans at home with a Bills team that is also really good too. So I'm very interested to see how this plays out. It's just going to be good to watch, I would say. But I like the Nico Collins look, but I don't have any plays in this game.
I think I like the over Embiid. I know you're asking about the total. I think I would take the over if you.
Same. I could see this turning into a shootout.
I got a question. Did anybody see that Odell Beckham Jr. is on the Dolphins out of nowhere and playing today?
He's been there. He signed in the offseason. Yeah.
I was like, I saw it scrolling somewhere, and he's starting today, and I was like,
yeah.
What? I was like, why is this not like bigger news? And I just looked on the book to see if he's there. He's plus 850 to score a touchdown. But
might as well have him play QB.
Yeah, I thought that when I looked at it.
Receiver. He's going to sit behind Braxton Berrios. He's probably going to only be for specifically scripted plays, probably.
The fact that he's been there all season and that you're just now reading that kind of tells you enough about what he's done for the Dolphins this year.
I thought he hadn't signed with anybody, so I thought he was just like doing his thing like last year, just waiting to see where he wanted to go, sort of bullshit,
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving because we've got an hour and lots more games to get to. So
we have a lot more games to get to. Holy hell! Colts, Jags.
I have a play in this game. I'll start it off. I stared at this. I could not believe my eyes when I saw this line when it came out to start the week. It was 2.5 when the line dropped originally, and is now bumped to 3.5, which I would maybe take the Colts at 3.5. But no Anthony Richardson. I'm pretty sure that Joe Flacco is starting for the Colts today. Jaguars are the only winless team in football. Huge AFC South matchup for both of these teams, as in the Jaguars need to, if they win this game, they go 1-4. The Colts go 2-3. Whereas if the Jags lose 0-5, Colts 3-2. So the Colts have an opportunity to kind of separate themselves even further and kind of really bury the Jags at the bottom of the division. And the Jags need a win. And as we said, kind of talking about the Texans game, the Jags really could have won that game last week. It took some CJ Stroud heroics to kind of pull them out and bury the Jags to a loss last week. So this line, this spread is just nasty work. I really don't know what to take on this one. But I love a player prop in this game. I took Brian Thomas over 53, or Brain Thomas, as I fucked up and typed on Friday. Brian Thomas Jr. over 53.5 receiving yards. The Colts are not very good defensively stopping the run, but they're also not very good defensively stopping the pass. And they've been getting torched through the air. And Brian Thomas Jr. has been probably the best number one wide receiver in Jacksonville. I a lot of people didn't know how this guy, he's kind of forgotten just because of how great Malik Neighbors has been. But if you look at the numbers, he's been better than Marvin Harrison Jr. He has more catches, he has more yards, and he has more touchdowns, or not more touchdowns. He has more catches and more yards than Marvin Harrison Jr. If Malik Neighbors wasn't playing like an absolute superstar so far, then more people would be talking about this Brian Thomas kid. So
can we just call him Brain Thomas?
Brain. Let's just call him Brain Thomas now.
This is the new Marquee.
This is the new Gridiron. This is this year's Gridiron right here. Brain Thomas.
Exactly. Old Brain Thomas. But it's a big brain play, chat. Get involved with Brain. I like the yards. He had 80 last week. Lots of targets too. He's had eight plus targets in 2 straight weeks. So I like Brian Thomas. Don't really have thoughts on it. What do you guys think about the spread in this game? Does it kind of give you funky vibes too?
You saw no JT, right?
Favorite.
Yeah.
No JT, no Anthony Richardson. This Colts team looks beat up. It really is. And I think that a lot of people are going to buy into the Joe Flacco hype. And I don't know, man. Public dogs are scary. It's a very scary place to be when you're backing one of these very, very public dogs. And that's what the Colts are today. I just don't trust it. But yeah.
Are they public?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with
I'll take the bait.
With all the injuries, I like Kadar's look of Pittman. With Flacco under center, he could just get peppered.
He did last year.
That underdog after the Bills and the Cowboys.
Okay.
This is just Funk City, man. Like this Jags team is not really good, but they looked better last week against the Texans. They're so due for a win, and this line is just screaming Jags win by a touchdown. But I don't know. Guys, got anything else on this one, or should we move on?
Move.
It's an ugly one.
Yeah, let's move on. Before
Shaggy, do you want to bet? Bet the Colts? Shaggy wants to bet the Colts.
I was gonna say no. Let's move on.
All right.
Smart. Wait, you say you don't want to twist your arm a little more?
No, because I'm going to be an idiot and take the plus 165 on the money line, and then they're going to lose by a field goal, and I would have won with the spread. So I'm not going to do it. I really kind of like the Colts. I'm not going to
just take them to plus 3.5.
I'm not doing
it. -110 is fine. Okay.
I'm not doing it, Chet. I'm not doing it, but Colts are winning outright, and it's going to be a no sweat one I stayed off of.
You guys can bet it. There you go.
Dolphins, Eagles. Kind of
Patriots.
This a little bit. Yeah, I actually might be pressing that button after the show. Dolphins, Patriots. What are we thinking here? I'm with Gerald, and I don't know why you're betting this game or putting this on your screen.
Yep, exactly.
All right, cool. Moving on.
This is one of those spots where I just want to be right, so I'm gonna bet the Patriots. Like I just, you know what I mean? That's it.
Well.
That's it.
Okay.
Don't follow me into this one. Yeah, don't follow me into this one. It's gonna be ugly, and I'm gonna be texting Gerald bitching about Jacoby Brissett, begging for Drake May to come in, and it's not gonna be fun. Just turn my notifications off.
Yeah, they're not playing Drake.
All right. Moving on, Cleveland and Washington. I've actually got to play in this game. I've got the Commanders. I took the Commanders -3 at -115 is actually the number that I got in this one. But we kind of talked about it just a little bit of it's Jaden Daniels. It's kind of ridiculous what the guy's doing on the football field. He's playing like he should have been that number 1 pick, commanding the Commanders offense. Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury, they're setting him up for success. And this Browns defense, although, decent on paper, has not lived up to the hype this season. So I'll take the Commanders. -3, -115 is what I got. You get better odds than me, but I see Washington rolling in this game.
I kind of agree with you, dude. I wish I took him last week. We talked about it on the show for plus 3.5. That was free. And I like him again this week. I mean, Jaden Daniels, we've been waiting for him to come back down to earth, but he's not done it for a month. And until we see it, like maybe he's just good. And this team
at
is
home
just
against
good.
the Browns, it's not going to happen this week.
No. I like him to score a touchdown too. It's probably plus money. And he normally, when they get in the red zone, they do one of those keep option plays, and he keeps the ball and he just scrambles in and doesn't get touched. So I actually might end up pressing the button on that. I actually might put him in our parlay to score a touchdown because I like him to score a touchdown for plus money. And I lean with you, dude. I like the Manders, especially with the points at the -3.
Yep, absolutely. Anybody else thoughts on this one?
Not really. No. I was looking at Jaden Daniels to maybe get in the end zone, but outside of that, that's just kind of a gut feeling with the way he's been playing more than anything else. I do like them to maybe win, but they're due for a little bit of regression, maybe. I have no idea. But I like the Commanders. I don't like Jaden Daniels.
I'm leaving this
Is that
up.
your
Shaggy.
wife?
Do I know this person? They always come in and glaze me up, and I have no idea who they are. Like they've been in up your units with me and Colby multiple times, like asking me to flip my hair and stuff. I appreciate it. Like, thank you. But I don't know who you are.
From YouTube.
It's nice having admirers on YouTube.
Yeah. Thanks for watching on YouTube. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Just real quick, Chef has a special guest for us, so hang on.
No, baby.
Oops, shit.
Literally, baby.
Baby.
Oh, look at the baby.
Oh,
Hi,
baby.
baby. Hello. What's the moves? What's their play of the day?
Eckler rushing and receiving. Oh, that was
Wow.
Oh my God.
He has such a professional, lovely sounding voice for a tiny little human. Hey, look at that smile.
yeah.
Great
no,
play. Super
just got
sharp.
up from the nap, and I'm on daddy duty today, so you'll be. I just wanted to bring her in, show her cute face.
Oh.
You're a cutie. And she gave us a winner, chat. So Eckler rushing and receiving. Actually, in the
Yeah,
game, we were just
anybody on
talking about
that?
too. That
Anybody
worked out.
on that? Talk about that yet? Dude's
No.
a fucking wagon, and honestly,
Oh, yeah.
like, I think that game's gonna absolutely soar over. The Washington defense is good, but also I feel like they have been able to not be as aggressive because they know that the offense is just going to take off. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
Daniels is fantastic, absolutely electric, absolutely electric.
100%.
And I think that the entire Commanders team is just finally working well after so many disappointing years. So I really like this game a lot, actually. But
If you don't want to take the rushing and receiving that Chef mentioned, this is a great play. This was air before he got
to that guy.
literally. Yeah, they're gonna throw him like these random screens, dump offs. I think he's over his concussion. That's why he's missed the last 2 games or the last game. This is free queso. Watch him do nothing today, but even his rushing yards by itself, it's probably like 17 and a half, 18 and a half, something like that. Yeah, I like Eckler a lot, Chef. All right, thanks, baby. Or thanks. That's not your play, Chef. Sorry, you're not that smart. It's Vera. Thanks, Vera, for the play. We appreciate it.
appreciate that. Love you, boys. All right.
Love you too, buddy.
Bye.
See ya.
Bro, I love you.
Chef's smarter than all of us combined, chat. Just if you didn't know. Let's just
Yeah,
be true.
right.
But he's not as smart as Vera. So let that be clear.
No, exactly. It's Vera, Chef, Shaggy, all of us down here.
Always Shaggy. Always
I know.
fucking Shaggy, huh?
This is
Huh?
this is my
Huh?
burner, chat. This is my burner. If you didn't know.
Oh,
right.
man.
Oh my God. That's how he avoids HR.
Got to do it somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
All right, back to business.
Play to win.
Broncos, Raids. The Raiders. Yeah, this game's gross.
Broncos.
Gross.
Oh my God, Gerald.
I want no part of this game.
Yeah, same. This game's gross. Nasty work.
I would probably bet the Raiders, though.
Yes, me too. Shaggy.
If you made me, I would probably take the 3 points with the Raiders.
Oh my God. Give me the fucking money line. Let's get rowdy. There's no reason that this line should be like this. What is going on here? Bo Nix? Really? Gardner Minshew? I have no idea. But it feels like the Raiders with the points.
I'm with Rusty. It's the under and the Broncos.
Interesting. Okay. Huh.
So as you guys
Rusty,
can
aren't you a
tell,
Broncos fan?
he is.
He is. Yeah, he is.
Rusty, Colorado is probably my second favorite state in this nation.
I wonder why.
I love the mountains.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mountain High, West, whatever it's
Bro, I
called.
can get that 15 minutes this way. I can't go skiing in Missouri.
Oh my God! Look, another guest appearance. Boys.
Colorado's got
my
it all.
Lord.
It's got mountains,
A
Canada.
new character has appeared.
Yes,
He's
sir.
sitting on
This
the
is
dock
like
of the bay.
this is like the episode of your favorite show where like just all the characters make random appearances at one point. Yeah, all the crossovers. Oh, we have a Colorado tuner. Let's go.
There he is.
Besky.
Yo. Well, first off, you got the Blue Rockies.
Let's
Gotta do a
go.
birthday beer. 5 o'clock somewhere.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It is 9:12 a.m., sir.
Yeah, it sure is. It ain't my birthday. It ain't my birthday. So, geez, what am I supposed to do? Not have one at 9:12 for SPJ's birthday?
I appreciate you, King.
Yeah,
and those mountains were very blue, so you
they
did,
are.
You did
Yeah,
it right.
just yep. But before we pass on this game, I got one that I really like.
Oh, okay. Get back to it.
Betsky's so inspirational.
The two kids
Oh
where
my
it is
God.
literally
What
9
are we
o'clock in
doing?
the morning Pacific time are the ones cracking the
Yes.
bevies.
Let's get after it. Happy birthday.
Coffee and a beer.
Yeah. Actually, I've got mimosas waiting for me. So
Ooh,
birthday mimosas. Oh,
there we go.
all right.
There we go.
All right,
Raise
if you
them up,
want to keep
Cat.
your job, get a bet on scope.
I did the same thing.
Oh.
What's your play, Betsky?
Brock Bowers receptions looks really tasty. 4.5. It was minus 115 yesterday. Or I'm sorry, it was minus 105 yesterday. It's minus 115 today. This guy had 2 down weeks, but with all the Adams talk, I think they're just going to start to lean on him now.
No, Adams in the game too. He's not even playing. So
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's in New York waiting
He's
for the
out.
Jets to come home.
So who else are they going to throw to?
good question. Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
Although in this matchup, Jacoby Myers is probably going to get shadowed by Patrick Surtain Jr.
Yeah.
Or the second or the third or whatever.
Yep.
Best corner in football. So, which I mean, he's probably going to look across and be like, "Wow, I'm shadowing Jacoby Myers. Let's have some fun today." But I like the Bowers look, Betsky. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. Maybe scores. Maybe finally scores today.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah, no kidding. He's extremely due.
just like
Yeah.
If you look up "due"
I
in
wonder-
the dictionary, you see a picture of Brock Bowers' boring-looking face.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of like my pie in the sky play right there for this game.
Betsky,
Oh,
you
I
want to show
love
us
your-
the tarp you're wearing?
Oh yeah, we're rocking the Utes.
Hell yeah, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Baby.
Utah Hockey
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah.
All right, did you
Remember when
find the
Betsky
UFC
told
last
us he
night?
wouldn't be a Utah fan after the Coyotes left? He's like, nope, I'm not. And now look at it with his own Utah podcast.
Yeah, it changed quick.
What's that? Love to see it.
Make
All
sure you
right,
guys
bud, you wanna
tune
hang
into that
around?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing some gardening, so yeah, we can make this work.
Gardening with the Bruce.
Yep.
We need a special series of Betsky's brews and brews and shovels or something. I don't know. Where
I
he
want to
shows
see
you guys how to
Betsky
garden.
in the pool with the white
Brews
wine
and
bottle.
hose.
That's what I want.
Yeah, the pool is cold right now, so
Bring some hose.
That's
it's gonna be like 109 today though, so we may be able to get one more dip in.
Yeah, my buddy's here visiting to go watch the game with me, Betsky. He's from Yuma. He's like, it was 108 yesterday.
Oh, Yuma is a
Yeah.
Throw on that betting news bathing suit and send us a pic later.
exactly.
All right, let's dive back in. Anything else on this game, chaps, or should we move on?
No.
No.
No more. Oh, where are we?
Cardinals, Niners.
Oh
Dude.
yeah. Oh yeah. You guys ready
Jack,
for
were
that?
you the one? Were you the one that had what I think on this game a spread in this one? Yeah.
Plug
okay.
your nose and bet the Cardinals to cover the touchdown.
Yeah.
They just got blown out. absolutely blown out by the Washington Commanders. Now they have to go to San Francisco and face the best defense in the NFL, the second best defense in the NFL, one of the best defensive units in the NFL, one of the best offensive units in the NFL as well. There's no way the Cardinals cover this number, right? This one's got backdoor written all over it. All freaking over it. The Niners are going to be up 13. Arizona with the ball late, playing soft, cushy defense, don't care to give up a meaningless touchdown, and that's exactly what Kyler Murray's going to do. Driving down, scoring a touchdown as the clock expires to cover this number. 49ers going to win the game, but Cardinals cover the 7.5. I do recommend getting the hook personally if you can find it, which I believe you still can out there. You can probably even get it on BetOnline right there for -115. So Cardinals plus 7.5. It's gross. It's disgusting, but I'm taking it anyways.
Probably hitting. Divisional matchup too. These games also always get kind of funky. I like a prop in this game. It's kind of chalky, so both of our plays can hit. I'm taking Jordan Mason, man. I got 85.5 rushing yards. It's 86 now. You guys can maybe shop around and find whatever line you like for him. He had 123 yards on the ground last week against the Patriots. He's at 100 plus in three of his last 4 starts since taking over for Christian McCaffrey. And newsflash, chat. The Cardinals suck at stopping the run. They're really bad at it. That's my expert analysis on that one. They're second worst in the NFL, stopping the run to the running back position, 4th worst in the NFL, allowing almost 150 yards on the ground. The Niners, as you know, if you watch football, are going to run the football. Jordan Mason has had 20-plus carries in 3 of his last 4 games. I also like his carries. If you want to take that, his rushing attempts line is 18.5. He's hit that in every single game since he took over for McCaffrey. And as I said, 20-plus. He had 24 last week against the Pats. So I really like his yards. I think he gets 100-plus again. I do like his touchdown, even though it's very juiced. So I like Mason in this matchup a lot.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Let's go. You guys got anything else in this one? Boys, just we can keep it moving.
Shags, I need you to tell me that the Niners are going to lose today outright because it would greatly help my my survivor pool.
Oh, yeah, really?
Oh.
Dude, I mean, I don't.
The biggest favorite on the board is lost 4 weeks in 4 weeks in a row. So I'm hoping for 5.
I never put money on an underdog without the thought in my mind that they're winning the game outright. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm simply not gonna do that. If I bet on an underdog, I think they come out outright. I don't always sprinkle on the money line, obviously, but it wouldn't surprise me, man. It wouldn't surprise me.
All right.
This seems like a very obvious people hammer the 49ers spot. You know,
it's kind of weird because we've seen some big spreads for home teams like this with in a spot similar to the Niners. Good team against a bad team at home. Mm-hmm. Why is this spread just a touchdown? We've seen spreads that were 9.5, 10.5 already this season multiple times. It feels weird. I know it's a divisional game, but this Cardinals team has looked bad outside their 1 game against the Rams. The line doesn't make sense. So I'm with you. I agree. I'm taking the Cardinals plus 7.5 and hoping for an outright win.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Bang.
This is a banger stat right here. And this is what I needed to know.
Yeah, right. I was just looking at that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
bestie.
He also almost had almost had the most pass. Fuck, I'm gonna fumble this stat so hard. He almost had 200 yards last week in an individual game. If he would have had 200 yards, he would have been the sole possession of first place of most 200-yard games in his career. He didn't do it last week, obviously. And we talked about it a little bit on Friday. He might be the last Hall of Fame running back we see, maybe ever, purely because of the usages of running backs nowadays. But yeah, interesting stat there. All right, let's let V glaze.
Tell us.
All right. I wrote about this game. Pete Scribbles on Betting News. Go check it out. I got 2 plays in this game. One is the Packers. Yes, let me just get that pitch over with. I just really think that the Packers are the better team here. We saw what happened last week. They came out looking like shit in that first half against the Minnesota Vikings, went down 28-7, missed 2 field goal opportunities that were within 50 yards. One of those were hit, and they give the Vikings their first loss of the season. They came out in the second half. They won the second half 24-3, not 24-3, 23-3, I believe is what it was. almost came back in that game. And honestly, Jordan Love looks fantastic. He threw for 3 touchdowns. Yes, his turnovers this season have been a problem, but this is a team that you are, like we've talked about, their pass defense is unreliable. It's not even there. Now Jordan Love finally gets the game against a little bit of an easier opponent. This is what he needs in terms of like your second year. You just got paid this fat ass contract. He got hurt against the Eagles. He came back last week against the best team. It was like the best offense in football. And then this week he's finally getting a game where he should be able to get his feet wet a little bit and kind of pick apart this Rams defense. Now, the prop that I'm on this one is Josh Jacobs over 63.5. The Rams suck against the run. I have all the stats, everything on yourbettingnews.com. Make sure you guys check that out. I don't have all of them in front of me, but he's got a great matchup today. They're entering this game as a 3-point favorite. And even though that Jordan Love is back, I know they've been running the ball a lot less, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that the 2 Jordan Love games were games that they were either down or in a really, really close game where they needed to move the ball downfield. And that's why they passed the ball so much. Today, we're getting Josh Jacobs over 63.5 rushing yards against the Rams defense that is really, really porous since the retiring of, what's his name? Big boy up front.
Aaron Donald. So the front seven doesn't look the same anymore, and I think it's showing. It's been glaring, and it's why. And their offense can't stay on the field either with no Puka, no Cooper Kupp. Matt Stafford has no targets. He has 2 touchdowns on the year, 2 interceptions, and honestly, both stats are surprising because he's a guy that slings the ball. Whether he's putting up interceptions or touchdowns, he's always putting up numbers. And the thing is he's not right now because he has no targets. Demarcus Robinson is his best target, and he is literally still beat up. So give me the Packers -3. Give me Josh Jacobs over 63.5. He gets in the end zone for the first time this year too. I think it's chalk, so don't bet it. I don't like betting touchdowns underneath anything, even money, but he's getting in the end zone today. He's going to have over 63.5. And Gerald also loves him to get 100 yards. So yeah, this is a good matchup to do it. Yeah, I mean, I like the Reed look too. We talked about it in the stutter dud action as well with how much he got targeted last week, and the Rams defensively are really struggling right now. But I lean with you, dude. I'm probably not going to take it, but I like the Packers with the points. I think the Packers win this game, maybe by a touchdown or even more. But the Rams are frisky. Matthew Stafford, don't ever count out Matthew Stafford. So I'm probably not going to bet it, but in honor of you being there, I hope they win for you.
Me too, man. I really, really hope so. I don't want to go there my first football game and have to watch I'm not even going to say it.
Are you going in Packers gear?
I don't have any Packers gear, and it's hard to find Packers gear in LA, but I'm going to definitely make an effort to find some before we head over there.
There'll be a lot of Packers fans at SoFi. So
yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy to get Packers gear in Chicago.
I'm in LA. That's it again.
No, I know, but
okay. Honestly, I feel bad for every Bears fan.
NFLshop.com. Helps you out. NFLshop.com. They probably have a Packers uniform in the arena. I would imagine they probably have like some random.
That would be crazy though. Selling opposite team gear at the stadium. That would be crazy.
Dude,
it's the West Coast. It's the West Coast, baby.
Every game at SoFi is a home game for the other team.
Totally. Especially Packers games in the West, man.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to live in Wisconsin.
He said
nobody wants to live in Wisconsin. They're all out here.
All out here, bro. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be a fun game for you to first game NFL game ever, dude. To go to SoFi.
Yeah, 3 of us. We've never been to a football game. All 3 of us Canadians. So it's gonna be a fucking riot.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Anything else on this one? Or should we keep it moving?
I got a dart, guys, but again, have a killer day, SPJ. Just wanted to swing by and say hi and chat it up with all you fools.
Love you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you.
See you guys.
Later, brother.
Adios, amigo.
All right. I vote we skip the Giants Seahawks unless one of you degens has something on it.
Whole lot of nothing.
Giants +7, Cards +7. Let's just do it, Jack. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because I need both teams to lose in my survivor pool. I'm going to bet the Seahawks and the Rams, or not the Rams, the Niners on the money line. Both of them. Two team trash parlay, the 2 team, I hope it full fades parlay.
That'll work. Wrong, right?
If it does full fade, you're happy. But if it hits randomly, you're still probably going to make some plus money. So you're chilling.
Yeah. I got no thoughts on Giants Seahawks. Negative.
Let's get to Sunday night because I have some thoughts about this one.
Bring it on.
Let's go.
I know this is, I think, the second most bet dog, the Cowboys in this spot, but why do I want to bet them again? Why do I believe in this team? Why do I want to be hurt by, again, why do you guys could lump me in with every single Cowboy fan from Dallas betting on this game illegally in Texas. That's what's moving the line here, and that's what's making Vegas so much money. Why am I willing to contribute? I just don't think the Steelers' offense is as good as people think. Yes, the defense is great, but you put up 22 points on this team, and I think that could be enough to get you a win. So what are you guys thinking here with the Cowboys?
I would like you to ask the people behind you what they think about the Cowboys.
What do you guys think about the Cowboys? Did they win?
Well,
Yeah.
No. Steelers are beating them too.
You think so?
Yeah.
There you go. There
So
you
they're wrong.
go.
He's wrong.
No, he's fucking right.
Steelers no win.
Hey, you're both making it hard on yourselves. Just bet the under. That's what's hitting in this game. It's the under. It's the Steelers defense at home against a Cowboys offense that we know where can they not play away from? Jerry's World. They can't do it. No offense away from there, especially not against probably the number one defense in the NFL. At home, prime time, Sunday night. Yeah, I'm not really just throwing out the primetime unders narrative, but I don't think the Steelers' offense is going to move the ball, and I see them doing a very good job of slowing down the Cowboys. So I actually got 44 at our friends over at Bovada, holding 44 at minus 110. I like the 43.5 though. I think that's fine. I don't see this game getting into the 20s. Going to be a boring primetime game. Get used to it.
I like that because I have a play in this game too. Going back to a guy who just burned the ever-loving shit out of me last week. Give me Najee over 68.5 rushing yards. This is a rush yards. This is rush. Taken with Brain Thomas. This is a twofold play. The Cowboys can't stop the run. One of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL. Najee burned me last week in a great matchup against the Colts, but that was because they were throwing Cordell Patterson out there in the backfield, and he was running all over him. I know, Kadar, indeed. No Cordell Patterson today, not playing. No Jalen Warren today, not playing. Somebody's going to have to run the football against the Cowboys. The Pittsburgh Steelers do not want Justin Fields throwing the football 35 times in this game. So purely out of volume, I think Najee's going to get a lot of opportunities. Going to be on the field probably a bit more than what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, splitting carries. And even though he didn't hit last week, the previous 3 weeks before that, he got over the 69 and 70 yard hump in 3 straight weeks. So I like him today. Again, I'm going, burn me once, shame on you, burn me twice. I won't bet him again the entire season. But I really like Najee in the matchup. I'm kind of just forgetting what happened last week and going with the fact that there's no one else to carry the football. So give me Najee over 68.5 rushing yards.
I don't hate that.
Kind of ties in with your under narrative too. Like I think they're going to want to just ride their defense, keep the Dallas Cowboys on the sideline, on the side. Yeah, they do not want to get in a shootout in this game.
No, exactly.
So yeah, he does like to run and fall, but as long as he runs and falls for 70 yards, I'm down with it.
Forward.
Just the forward falling. Keep falling forward, big man. It's just I actually went on at Oktoberfest yesterday. I met a guy who was a Steelers fan. We were talking about this game, and I was telling him I like Najee, and because they don't have anybody else. I was like, "Who's their third string running back?" He was like, "I don't know." If a fan doesn't even know who the guy's going to be behind him, then I'm good with it because they don't want to throw some random practice squad kid out there. He's going to get some touches, whoever he is, but I just think that Najee's going to get a lot more opportunities.
It's actually their fourth string because there's no Cordero Patterson either.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
Aaron Shampklin out of Harvard, rookie out of Harvard, is their backup running back today. Besides Justin Fields, who's their backup running back today.
You chat, what's going to happen. This motherfucker from Harvard that you did not know existed before this show right now is going to come in and run for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Najee Harris is going to be sitting on the sidelines.
He had 1 carry for 5 yards last week. That's all he's done this season.
Oh, I might have to bet Pat now with all these injuries. I'd have to go back.
Are they?
Their offense
is there a Shampkin line?
Is there there's got to be one for a touchdown. Is there one for a touchdown?
Did Aaron Rodgers get hurt again?
It's only plus 300.
Oh, he's scoring, dude.
He's scoring. He's
scoring a touchdown, chat.
You
Plus
gotta be
300. Holy. He's got to have a rushing yards prop. No way. Yeah, he's
I
scoring
didn't
Kadar.
find one. He's scoring, though. What's the best number I can find for that guy?
I have to bet it now at a principal.
Who is it?
Aaron Shampkin.
From Sunday Night Football.
I'm seeing some plus 370. Looks like the best line out there.
For my birthday, chat, ride the Harvard kid to get in the end zone randomly. You know what's going to happen? Najee's going to get him all the way down there.
I was going to say.
And get tired. And then they're going to bring out this kid on the 5-yard line, and he's going to stumble into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yep.
People are going to be pissed that they took Najee touchdown, and he gets vultured by Champlin. Colby's betting it. See, he loves it.
Kobe tuned in from multiple platforms today.
I love to see it.
And joining the show.
Yeah, right?
All right, that's it. That's all for the. Got any other thoughts on Sunday Night Football, chaps, or is that it?
That's it.
No.
That's it. That's all.
Under.
All right. Under.
Cowgirls.
Plunder the under.
I'm not gonna say plunder the Cowboys.
Don't say that.
I said
You literally said don't say it, and then you said it. All right, let's do a touchdown lay, and then we'll get out of here. Let you guys enjoy 30 minutes before kickoff. Or I'm not doing. I don't remember the guy's name. I'm not doing Harvard kid in here. No way, Jose. Champlin. Thank you.
Champlin. There's an L in there.
Champlin. I'm right.
The Jets have made this a game, boys.
They have.
Garrett Wilson's finally got a tutty.
Aaron Rodgers is not hurt, and he to answer your question.
Yeah, I saw I thought I saw a clip on Twitter. It must have been old, but he was like crawling across the floor. He didn't look too healthy, but I just saw he threw for 60,000 passing yards, so that's cool.
The perks hadn't hit yet. You know, they hadn't tapped in yet. Okay, mine is going to be Jaden Daniels.
Wow, I was going to go to that game too.
We can do 2 in that game. That's fine. Scary Terry. Okay. I like that.
Scary Terry.
All right, so I'll take somebody else then. I don't want to do 2 in the same game. And you did deeper dove into this game than I did.
Yeah, I don't like the Browns secondary.
Okay. Boys, you guys got one? I need to search a little more because I was going to roll with Daniels, but I'll find another one.
Jamar Chase.
That's a good one.
Down for that. Down for that.
And I know we
so
didn't you guys didn't like Chuba today, but just to throw this out there, I did bet Chuba at plus 110. I do think he gets in the end zone. I think that if anybody's going to score for this Panthers team, it's going to be him. He's not a bell cow by any means or anything like that, but he's been one of the most productive and consistent players for this Panthers team. And I think that he's one of the reasons that they even put up points in general. So I do like him to get in the end zone today.
Put him in there. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, Chuba? Is that going to be yours?
Yeah, put him in there.
No. What were you going to say before Vsauce twisted you?
Yeah, before I fucked you up with that one, tell me, what were you going to put?
Oh, man. I was going to
Six Plums.
I was going to go with Pat for a Teddy. He had one last week. You're talking about all these injuries. He's kind of been like that safety blanket. He's been great all season.
You heard it here first.
Pat Freiermuth.
That sounds kind of hot, to be honest. Don't let me talk you onto Chuba, especially the odds on Pat are gonna.
Oh, I'm taking Chuba as a straight for sure.
Yeah.
Mine's plus 200. So I don't know. Let me. I'm taking Mr. Brain. Brain. Yep. We're taking Brian Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Plus
I like
200.
that one. That kid's a stud.
He's gonna score today. All right, so
he's so good. He just got overshadowed by neighbors at LSU. Like he would have been national attention anywhere else.
So good. And think about it. Everybody's talking about everybody else, like neighbors, Odunze. Brian Thomas has been fucking elite.
He's had some fucking great games, great catches, great TDs.
Yeah.
If you want to chalk you one, Kenneth Walker Jr. Kenneth Walker the third will probably score on the Giants.
Oh, yeah. That's probably like minus 150 or something,
It's
though,
juice.
right? It's got
like minus 145.
We got
We've
some
got
other big
four-
legs though carrying the load.
We've got 4 nice plus Chicky boys. So I think we just leave it at 4 nice plus Chicky boys. Unless you guys want to throw Walker in here too, for make it a 5er, or should we leave it at 4?
Leave it the way it is.
Leave
Okay.
it a 4. Leave it a 4.
We got Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, Jamar Chase, Brian Thomas, and to finish this off on Sunday Night Football, Pat Fryermuth, plus 46.22 for all 4 of those gents to score a touchdown.
And then just bet Walker for 2 like Gadar.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you can take all of these straight, chat. I mean, they're all plus 110 or higher. So take them all straight.
Take them all straight. 3 of 4 will make money.
Yeah. Throw a cup of coffee on the lay. Yeah, that's how that rolls. Let me put the obligatory cup of coffee $5.69 on it. Let's go. All right.
SPJ goes to such a pervy coffee shop.
It's the best. It's the best kind, baby. It's the absolute best kind. You know it is. All right. So Terry McLaurin from the Commanders, Jamar Chase from the Bengals, Brian Thomas Jr. from the Jags, and Pat Fryermuth from the Steelers. Let's get to Sunday Night Football and sweat out Pat. How fun would that be?
Pat will be the only touchdown of that game.
No, we have to have. We got to have our man Sam.
Oh, and Champlin, right. Those two. That's it.
Watch it be 14-0, and Champlin and Pat Fryermuth the only 2 touchdown scorers in that game. And Vsauce is crying because the Cowgirls didn't win, and everyone else is crying because they all have fucking.
Cowgirls are losing 17-10.
Right now, Fryermuth TD, Champlin TD, and Cowboys no TD.
Pay your rent. Absolute rent payer. That's a clippable moment. Chat, when that happens, clip it. Come back.
That'd be a second income right there.
Facts. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for stopping by today for the Gridiron Gang. We do this every single Sunday, so if this is your first time stopping by, come back and hang out with us. We go live every day as well, talking sports bets and vibing out with you guys every day on the channel, so come and hang out. Give us a follow or a subscribe, whether you're watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, or if you're following us on X. Appreciate the love. Go follow all these goats on the screen that you see in front of you. We write and cover sports every single day for bettingnews.com. Get involved for the free content we have over there. Go follow Shaggy Bets. Go follow NZ. Go follow Vsauce. Just Took. Go follow myself as well. We appreciate all you guys for stopping by. I'll read off the touchdown lay one more time for the kids that I just said, if you guys would like to write it out with us. But as always, we talked about a lot of bets. Bet them straight. Bet responsibly. And have some fun and enjoy the wonderful day in front of us of sports, boys. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, score a touchdown from the Commanders. Jamar Chase, score a touchdown from the Bengals. Brian Thomas Jr., score a touchdown from the Jags. Pat Fryermuth, score a touchdown Sunday Night Football. Also, don't forget what NZ said about the 2 WNBA games as well. Get involved with what he's got. Go peep the scribbles at bettingnews.com. Boys, any final words for the kids?
Pat Fryermuth
Have a
first,
day.
Aaron Schlampkin last, plus 23,000.
Oh, you know you're sprinkling that too, aren't you, Shags?
No, I ain't touching that, but it's hit.
Oh, okay. You said it, so you know.
It's gonna be the opposite. Actually, it's gonna be Schlampkin first and Fryermuth last.
I am 5,000% betting Champlin to score a touchdown. Right as soon as we get out of here, I'm going to post about it later. Ride it out. For a random amount.
Got to.
Whatever. Got to. All right, chat. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for the vibes, as always. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Football. Shags will be boots on ground at Arrowhead for the Chiefs game. We'll be live with you guys tomorrow, reacting to Week 5 of NFL action and then talking about the Chiefs game tomorrow night. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. You guys came for the winners. You stayed for the vibes today. Enjoy the week, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. About rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about